Nah, it's not. It's gonna be Rel or Rakan. Okay, Rakan. So I'm gonna have to run out so we don't get out of the game. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you when we are in the game. Paycheck to send messages like this. Yeah. Okay, like we said, first dragon, going over to KHK. No prior lanes. This dragon is for free. Now they need to push bot and swap top. I'll say KHK upon gold. I mean, look at the jungle CS, look at the top lane CS, look at the mid lane CS. They got the first dragon as well. Like, they have winning lanes, straight up. Oh my... Okay, it has started. It has started. Pepper is family members. Ooh! Okay, the flash? Holy shit. Oh no, oh no, oh no. And what's your fucking problem? Don't look. Also, I won't stand for girly slander.
Tier Saver has been platinum for 5
I won't
months.
stand for girl slander. People do whatever the fuck they want to do on their streams. So no slander here. No slander here. Oh, Tio, thank you so much for the 5 months. Thank you for your prime. Love Ink. Kiss Ink. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. What are we showing? What are we showing? What are we showing? We're not showing top for the Void Grubs? Not showing top for the Void Grubs? Observer.
Hi, doggy.
Where's the reflect? Where's the reflect? Where's the reflect? There's a... What did he reflect exactly? Nice gank from Lilia. I'm like, what did he reflect exactly? LR actually pulled into river, which is very clever. Because you know there's no threat from the Gwen. Oh, there's threat here. There's threat here. We have no flash, no flash, no flash, no flash. No flash. Oh, nice dodge from Manure. Yikes. Yikes. Oh, shit. We're out, we're out, we're out, we're out. We're out. Nice. We're out. What's happening here? Nothing. Are we contesting? Are we contesting? Are we contesting? Okay, okay. Pantheon flash, Pantheon flash, Pantheon flash. Can we catch a nice... Oh, the reflection on the Q. Okay. Oh, the charm from Nemesis. Oh, no. Oh, 7. 3-0, Gwen. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Build, I don't think is that complex. The on-hit build is way more complex because it's quite short range for an AD carry when he's on hit. We lost bot lane tower for what? Can we get something on the other side? We lost bot lane tower and the jungle top. We can't contest that. I think we need to start making picks here. We need to start making picks with the Ahri and the Naafiri. You've got Eclipse. You've got a first item on Ahri as well. What's the name, Chad? Malignance? Chinese or Korean on-hit virus gliding in team fights? True. Might be on the players, by the way, Joker. I don't know if the organizers are happy about this. Oh no, Crowny. Oh shit, oh shit, reckless, reckless, huge, 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 huge. 2 kills, 2 kills. Can we get Mel? Can we get Mel here? Jumped out, nice. Venur too far, Venur too far, Venur too far. Can we punish? Can we punish? Got 2. Got 2. I can't tell you who loves the game the most, but I love the game a lot. Wait, Baus is a minute and a half ahead? Oh shit. Nice. No, wait, not nice. What the fuck? Oh no, we overextended here. Pantheon! Do you have W? Sivir, Sivir, Sivir. Chronic clears. Double kill. Oh no. Are you supposed to be unbiased? What? I'm NLC. What unbiased? Hell nah. Hell nah. I'm LR and Nord all the way. Hell nah. Until the time I have to cast them on semifinals and finals, perhaps, I am biased as fuck. We're starting the Rift Herald? I mean the Atakan? Oh, nice pick, nice pick, nice pick, nice pick. Random down. Nice, Reki. Nice, Reki. Huge. Taking Atakan here, and now we're even in gold. Even in gold. Well, even in gold for the rest of the map. I don't think this Cho'Gath will ever be even in gold. Oh! Wait! I take it back! I take it back! We kind of got ourselves sandwiched. We should have played a little bit further down, I believe. Play a little bit further down, let them enter river. Right? TP back. TP back. Care the Gwen, care the Gwen, care the Gwen, care the Gwen, care the Gwen! Oh no! No, 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 Villa dead, Villa dead, Villa dead. Nemesis, you got me? Nope. Oh no, what's happening, chat? 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 Ay-ya! Gwen is immune. Ay-ya! We just lost soul. We just lost soul. For someone with experience, is KHK a good tag to say while casting, or does it feel off for you? It's kind of difficult because it feels like 3 words. We're saying 3 words. KHK. It's kind of hard, man. Like, when you lose your lanes that early and Velia had, like, 0 agency, what can you do? It's very hard to walk into objectives. So we lost a lot of early dragons. And we're trying to overcompensate by trying to fight around that. I mean, we can fight here, right? 2.5 items on Sivir. A bows down, 4v5. Do you want to commit to that? Not really. Contraction simulator. What is this? What is a contraction simulator? Nami, you got me? We need to get a pick here. We need to get a pick here. Veli has a nice angle. Veli has a nice angle. Oh, nice Q. Okay, we found the Varus. We found the Varus. No, 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 no. We're split. We're split. We're split. We're split. We're split. We're split. One's going on Varus. One's going on the... Okay, okay. We got Mel. We got Mel. Can we get the Varus too? We can get the Varus too. Oh my god, he's astral gliding. Okay, we got him. Gwen in our base. Gwen in our base. Gwen in our base. Gwen in our base. Now I saw you Grogu shirt. Give one of those. Deal. No way. Do we have a lot of paid chatters today, or... Yeah. Yeah. But it's fine. Okay. We're taking soul. We're taking soul. TP, TP coming in from Gwen. TP, nice flash from Crowny. Nice flash from Crowny. Played front to back. Played front to back. Played front to back. One down. One down. Played front to back. Played front to back. Bows playing distraction here. Good flash. Good flash. Got Venur. Got Venur. No W. No W. No W. Flash after game. We have no flash. We have no flash. We have no flash. We have no flash. Valer, you got me? Valer, you got me? You and Kanavi. You and Kanavi. Okay, we got Elder. We got Elder. And them! We lost fight with Elder. We lost fight with Elder.
Red team double kill.
We lost fight with Elder. Oh, no. Oh. Wait, Nemesis died with flash up? No. And this Pantheon fucking die, bro? Like, what is this? What? Riot! What is this champ? Oh, GG. GG.
Isn't a 100% sure engage ever, unless maybe it's Tracing playing her.
But
because you need some setup.
But Rev, we've seen something. There's of course the Shurima shuffle, but another very important shuffle is the one from Yorick. Once that one lands,
And then late game we get like this infinity stones moment where if all of them are
Yeah.
together, they actually get it done. But oh, we're fighting already.
Here's some early plays and an early flash engage from Reckless, and it's first blood for Crowny. Lovely setup by the Rats. They slam him against the wall and take Jesper down.
And that is something that I didn't really expect with the amount of setup that Kaufland already had. But yeah, if you're going to be greedy, I think Reckless is one of those players who will immediately know the angle to punish you. And that will then end with Jeskla, an early grave back to his fountain. But Rebel is still looking to maybe contest his dragon.
You still have Vladimir down on the bot side as well. Can look to try and stifle Crowley to steal away. The Wukong walks away with the objective. Wisdom, he's going to have to walk away now. EMEA Masters champions, Los Ratones, they have them on the ropes right now.
I do see that there is a little bit of, I don't want to call it hesitation, but oh, well, we're fighting
That's
first.
not hesitation. We know Val's certainly not one to hesitate. They've got a lovely catch onto Venor, and they'll pick up the Yorick kill. Velia taking his credit there and steps right back to the grubs. Versus 3 or a 4 versus 3 right now, but now the TP being called in. Nemesis has been subbed in to make this one even, and Hangry Knights are backed right off. Still on vision right now. Reckless flashing in, wants to take advantage. Lovely Magnet Storm. The clone is caught up. Rabble on the edge, holding the shots is Crowley. The 4 shots to Wisdom. Barely doesn't find it, but Nemesis is in. Scoops back one, and Hui goes down. The Azir is traded, but here's the second engage. LR smell blood in the jungle, and they find kill after kill. Another aggressive move, and the vision is so paramount in this game, Sim.
Make sure that in combination with just Reckless knowing when to press that go button, everything else just speaks for itself. Beautiful orchestra of plays, and when we talk about the Infinity Stones, even with Baus lacking...
See already that the Eclipse is in, and they're not going as badly as they were before. The lane was pretty tragic for Baus. He is stabilizing a bit. Velia with another stun. Reckless over the wall, of course, to follow it up. There's the Keeper's Verdict. The tank's doing the damage. Rabble ignited, barely trying to slip away. He is going to survive, and Reckless now the one in a bit of danger as KHK come around the corner. Wisdom finds it. Nemesis, Velia dropping low. Los Ratones, they couldn't find the target they needed, and they're the ones losing 2 players. We're going to see Wisdom and Rabble try to find their way back in, because so far Los Ratones have been able to stifle them in the act, but now Baus maybe on the wrong side of town, separates himself once again, maybe try and dash over the wall, actually just going for the 1v1 on Rabble, and of course that Wukong not looking too good after that previous fight, but will have to go down bot lane. There's a dive afoot. Sim Reckless calling the shots once again. They don't have any damage now. Velia with the stun. Nemesis sliding in with the Emperor's Divide to pick up that first kill. Baus fell on top side, but LR are finding the kills down bot. Nemesis falls under the tower. Wisdom cannot dodge the Crowley shots, and that's a 2 for 2 across the map.
Slight miscommunication there, probably between Nemesis and Velia in who was going to take that final tower shot, because, well, I feel like Velia probably could have taken that. Nemesis in the end goes down to it. But hey, in the end, Los Ratones is of course a team that the moment that multiple players get pulled toward one side by Baus, they have to make the cross-map play happen. And in this scenario, we do instantly see once again that trigger being pulled, Reckless the first one going in, and the follow-up just cleanly following as well. It's just that the execution in the end could have been a little bit more flawless.
But ultimately, it seems like now we're starting to lose as much as we gain, and Baus now about to be the recipient of a potential 4-man dive right now. Velia's trying to get their public execution, though, actually just skates him right out of danger. The turret, definitely still not long for this world, and the charge might come through for the Herald onto this inner turret, but LR, they've had time to get in position. Maybe they can rebuff them.
We do see exactly the same tactics coming out from Hangry Knights, knowing that Baus can be a link that you can target, which Los Ratones has issues with. Okay.
Onto Crowley, who survives for now at the very least, but Baus is the one caught up on the front line. Rabble just steers the Herald into the wall, but gets himself out of danger right there. It's not going to find another charge. I like the choice by Los Ratones to try and split the focus of Kaufland, but ultimately, KHK, they dealt with it in a very conservative, well-minded manner. They did not lose their heads, and they managed to get back here, and now a TP in from way in back. They're trying to pull the trigger on this Drake. It's not even a sole point, but Los Ratones again going in. Reckless finds one, but not that much on the front line. He's surely going to go down. Wisdom traded, and Baus now. There's a knockaway. Velia has removed one of the threats. Rabble again, but it was just the clone. Half HP, and Nemesis still on the flank. Los Ratones have a good position in the pit right now. The Maiden's still there. It's going to come down to a smite fight. In comes Nemesis. Another pickup, and Nemesis goes down without even getting to press a button. It's a disaster for Los Ratones. No objective, no flank, and they're running for the hills. Yeah, Los Ratones now, again, trying to take up aggressive positions in the Baron River. Again, a lovely vision line. They've got set up nice and early. KHK with more focusing on the bot side. Random may be caught out, though. No flash on this guy. If they can get into range, Nemesis looking for it. Reckless around the corner. Lovely stun into wall from Velia, and that's going to be a clean pickup on the way. Bit of damage onto Nemesis, but he's safe for now.
Like 1,000 gold again, because at the same time we're playing the macro fairly well on Ratones side.
Nemesis, oh my goodness, flashes the wall but misses the ultimate. Surely will pick up Venor on the backside, but again, can respond. Now LR, are we going to stick it? Are we going to smite fight again? That has not been going your way today. Velia's going to peel off. I know that seems like a bad idea. Baus looking for damage on the front line. Wisdom down to half. Crowny roots onto Venor, but Random over the wall with a big way ultimate. Reckless has to get out of there. He can't lock them up anymore. Baus is doing what he can in the thick of it, but the Crowny ultimate as well slows down Kaufland. It's very tense in the mid lane. Just going for more. Nemesis is in. It's traded. Baus now can punish the Hui coming out of stasis. Oh my word. The clutch plays again. 2 for 2. But HK are straight onto the dragon.
They instantly saw that the rest of the fight was lost, and they just hoped that Random and Jeffstra could salvage the part that they could do. But no, it's Lost Ratones that also starts knocking through this door. Is this a fight you even want to take?
Has Crowny, he's already had to drop the cleanse. He needs to stay safe in this fight. Baus doing what he can once again. Velia not quite there yet. Venor has taken down the Umbessa. What can Crowny do with the execute? Flashes out of the cage. Rapples in. One more Q will do it, but the knockup from Velia. Crowny has fallen. The jungler's going at it looking for a wall stun, but he slides to safety. Rabble will skip back to the mid lane turret.
Between players of Lost Ratones, there's 2 players on the mid side, whilst there are 3 on the other side, so you can just collapse on them as 5, and that is the plan that Hangry Knights wants to follow.
Them looking for it, but he can't clip them with the Solar Eclipse. No slows for LR, and they can reposition. An ult off the board for KHK. Rappel to try and punish LR as they try to reposition. Still got the root, but a flash away from Wisdom. They've actually found the jungle in the front line. Can they lock him up for the first time? There it is! Velia with the killing spree. Wisdom abandoned. Crowny's shot lands true. And LR, for the first time in a long time, get a clean win with no downside.
This is for now how the trade has ended, but we know that if you start Baron, there isn't necessarily the reason why Hangry Knights would not stop contesting this. They know that they have a lot of artillery. You have an Ezreal and a Wei. They can just stay on the... They can keep their distance and make sure you get poked out, but even that's not enough.
From the championship to drowning in groups without some questions being asked, and they need to shepherd this game in cleanly if they're going to have hope of it.
Of course, kept them in team fights, and there are still possibilities to overload one side of the map, try to get a pick onto Nemesis, or if the Reds are going for a 1-3-1 execution.
Which putting a toe out of line, and Venor, in fact, now the Yorick is coming into its own. Crashing through that top lane tower. LR trying to use the quick Baron recalls. They will get back to base, so should be able to save that and hit the tower. Maybe not long for this world. Nemesis wants to commit to it, gets a flash out for the ultimate. Lovely little pick by Nemesis, no hesitation from the Azir.
Seeing double TP incoming mid, knowing that Nemesis isn't there yet, but we're not getting anything out of that except for the position. Oh, and they know where Nemesis is because of the blue ward.
Oh, but it's a route onto Rabble once again. This worked well for them clearing out the jungle before anything starts, and Nemesis takes the credit. Baus holding Venor at arm's length. Random tries to solve it, but he can't get his hands on the Umbessa. Yorick chasing the Baus down. Reckless looking for an angle. Finally, the Umbessa's locked in the cage, and Random will claim his man. 1 for 1 so far. It's top for jungle, but the dragon for LR. We're going to a 7 Drake game sim.
You cannot just relinquish this dragon over to your opponent if you're Lost Ratones in this scenario. Like, you cannot just give them that soul for free. So Baus, he's just going to be the sacrifice required to make that happen. But look at the amount of pressure that the Hangry Knights can get over mid lane because of that. It is really nice that they maybe cannot get the inhib, so there's no free pressure for the Baron. We're just
lovely engaged by Velia. Double knockoff on both the carries. Random has to go to stasis. Jessica ease away. Wisdom's going to get caught up. Crowny can deal with this Leona.
Oh, Velia.
And the rest of the stuns come through. Random now caught KHK with a very aggressive shove down mid. But they get run down by the rats and they only lose more for it. This is low-key handling right now. KHK, what a turn in the waters. Crowny with an ult across the bow. Can he pick up any of these members? Could open the door for a game win. He's trying to backstep it. He gets out of the Venor. He's been jiggle peeking too long and Nemesis comes in for the credit. The turrets are starting to fall.
Nema is never in a 1v3 situation. He has his Sand Soldiers to back him up, so that makes it an even situation. You know that.
Might have control of all the topside vision, but they do have the pit under control.
And we see a Hex Flash coming out from Velia and 2 people walking up way further than they should in the mid lane.
Onto Yorick though, and Yorick does not have a way to get out of this one. Bouncy is in deep, he's in the 1 versus 4. He's massive on the Ambessa right now, gets away from the Hui, just about a random tags him. A 1-for-1. And Benor managed to escape from all of that nonsense, so it's wisdom for Baus at the end of it.
Yeah, Baus of course wants to go really deep, making sure that no one can instantly collapse on the rest of their backline while they're trying to whittle it out back to front. But I don't know if it's necessarily worth it if you give over your life. You're also like 1 Baron buff going to miss out, but or like that you're going to miss out on. Then again, it is an 8,500 gold lead.
Right now, but KHK, they are standing together, and Los Ratones spread across the river looking for an opening.
We also see a teleport incoming from Nemesis. He wants to end the game whilst the rest is fighting.
Oh, Nemesis going for the end. That's why KHK are going to be in a bit of disarray. Wisdom on the front line going to get picked apart by Crowny. Reckless is in to lock them down. A stun on the wall from Velia. Los Ratones put KHK's head on a swivel, and Nemesis is going for the end, but Benor and Random are going to find him, not before the trade! Nemesis takes down 1, he's looking for 2, flash away from the Yorick goes Golden, and Velia and the rest of Los Ratones are picking apart Kaufland. Nemesis strikes in the base, 2v1, towers down, Los Ratones stay in the series.
I do feel that if we're talking about any team, it is basically only Los Ratones.
And the Nocturne, especially the ability to dive. Blitzcrank is an older counter to these two. It is very skill expressive if Wisdom is not pulling and ruining someone's day.
He's on the bot lane.
Yeah, and that bot lane going heavily for Crowny and Reckless there, dodging out the Wisdom hook and then burning the heal on the dash forward. So Lucian Nami starting to get rolling here, and the first blood as we turn away just like that.
Get connected, and now if they want to look for the trade, Vistum, he either doesn't have his hook yet or he's holding onto it for a really long time, because there's no real way to punish Los Ratones there. Tempo away for him.
Yeah, certainly the bot lane prior for Los Ratones after this Crowny Reckless performance. Nemesis is in the area with the Hero's entrance available as well to slam down if needed. If someone gets hooked into the wrong spot, there's a Galio ready in the wings. But they're going for the engage instead. A flash in, double taunt, snap engage from Los Ratones, knocks Random down before he has a chance to blink, and Los Ratones turn back on the Drake.
For the Hangry Knights, this is one of those moments that you'd really love to see that both junglers would be level 6, because with the Nocturne Paranoia, it's so much easier to get that ball delivery comp actually working. But now with the Nocturne still struggling to reach that level, still being level 5, it is of course in the moment as well that Velia is still level 5, so it isn't reasonable for both junglers to be at that point. But it should also mean for the Hangry Knights that this isn't the point in the game that you really want to contest this dragon yet.
Balling bot lane to play through as well, so the instincts of Los Ratones clearly still very sharp.
Meantime, we see Void Clubs do go down to Hangry Knights. That's something that we had expected with already the build-up from the last part, where it didn't really look like Los Ratones wanted to trade this anyway. Like, they just feel comfortable having that dragon, and if the enemy takes something away, that's completely fine to them. I don't know if this is fine to them on mid lane, though.
Yeah, now they've decided to bring some more assistance to this lane, and they have managed to make this one work. Nemesis is going to get clonked down in the 3 versus 1. Paranoia used the flash from Wisdom to Getchi. And Los Ratones backing away. They spent a lot of time here. Nemesis missing out on the taunt on the left side of your screen, but on the re-engage again. But this time it's onto Rabbles getting popped down. Jeskla and Wisdom watching dumbfounded as blue team. The Los Ratones pick up the feat of warfare. 3rd kill on the board.
Nocturne getting a forced reset, even though he didn't necessarily have the Paranoia up for last fight, does probably put a wrench into the plans of how you would normally like to transition your jungle clears as a jungler. You really need to have this like daredevil mentality. You're not necessarily a Samira, but dashing forward, you are short range and you have a lot of burst damage. So if you dare to take these risks, knowing that your Nami is always there to back you up, that is something that will probably like split the average Lucian.
Velia just gets his mid laner out of trouble and backs away. Now the blue still being contested by Nocturne. Baus is in the base. Velia is going to have to try and steal this one, but I don't think you want to get stuck into a real fight here.
And it does leave us with the fact that this map is completely split in the way that on one side we see Los Ratones dominating, we cannot fight him. If there's some off angles to be found by Kaufland, like maybe here on the top lane,
the Nocturne combo onto the Baus Jax. The Fear as well. Jumps back to a minion. Desperately scrabbling for safety. A Counter-Strike will find one more stun. Rabble flashes in. Traded by Baus. Gets away from the Q, so no speed up. Leaps to a ward, but Wisdom round the corner. Pops the ultimate, and Baus almost slipped away, but Blitzcrank said no.
Wave also fresh from cooldown, there's maybe no paranoia, but Random can still put a lot of pressure out here. So Los Ratones, the only choice they have is to make the crossplay happen on the Rift Herald. But that does mean that they will give over this bot lane tower, and hopefully they will not leave Baus alone for too long, since there are 4 members of Kaufland just swarming him once again, just like last game.
Dragon started up by Kaufland. Looks like Los Ratones might be seeding it.
Does show a difference in team fighting capabilities when there's a Nocturne Orianna combo or just the Nocturne jumping on your backline, because the Shockwave already had to be used earlier in the fight to make sure that not everything was going into shambles already. Players strong, and there's also a Vanor who's still hovering around that Atakan in case that Los Ratones are the ones instantly on it. They will spot out Crowny and Reckless here. And I thought there was maybe a play coming out, but no, it's Baus.
Leap strikes into vision. Instantly, paranoia comes on his head, fleeing towards the brush, but there's no way out from him. It's 4v5. Now Los Ratones have to make a snap decision. Looks like they're going for mid.
It is mid and top lane. They are splitting the play, knowing there are no teleports available to answer Nemesis. But Nemesis, he has been there for a while. He has teleport if his team needs it. But I'd say that Los Ratones at this point have considered all possibilities and said, sure, we can go all commit for this random Atakan, who just gives a little bit more extra stats. But the more thought out play is to just go for the towers, get ourselves some extra gold, get ourselves some free plays that we are able to get with Baus dropping on the bot side, and not try to take any more risks than necessary.
Nora and Rabble greeting for a wave right there. Los Ratones need to pick a direction. They're going for the Gnar. Almost has the Mega. The Nami wave from Reckless coming in to slow them down. Over the wall he goes. The bubble doesn't connect. The double stun into the wall, but Los Ratones have the man advantage. They're going to pick up this nice kill. Shut down gifted to Crowny. A great decision by Los Ratones.
Time as well, and we already saw that he was struggling with doing that. So giving your AD carry that shutdown, being able to afford another BF sword, which is probably one of the most difficult items to build since it's so expensive, and like during laning phases,
Rabble and Random potentially looking for another engage onto Crowny. Even just stealing a summoner for him before a big objective would be a lovely way to start. 15 seconds before the Hex deck, and LR don't want to give another one away, but the hook lands and the engage comes in. But there's no one else to help Rabble. The 2 supports are standing by with Crowny. He still gets feared. Velia somehow alive on the front line, but Nocturne's going to get picked off here. Nemesis is in with the ultimate. He's found Random, forced the flash from the Orianna. Baus is recalling to try and catch Vanor, but a hook onto Nemesis. Jessica looking for some damage. Velia back in. Nemesis on the follow-up again. Baus leaping forward. Crowny has already stepped back to the Drake, but the base of Los Ratones is under fire.
It is a difference in decision-making on both sides. Like, Los Ratones knows that if they're fighting a 4v5 and their backline is being blown to bits, they really need the help of Baus, so they instantly call them over to start helping them. But on the other side, we know that Kaufland is sitting in a position where the Hangry Knights are just, well, you can start doing that split push. We are fine if we blow away their backline. It's really good for us. If it doesn't happen, we will just stall them as long as possible. Talking about map control, and I look at this mini-map, I see so many control wards put out.
Oh, they got them. Oh, they got them. Massive double pickup. It's exactly as we said, Sim. Crowny and Reckless knocked up in the blink of an eye, and the Baron is live.
And this is a really dangerous situation for Los Ratones, because it doesn't really feel like you can just give this Baron away. The moment there's even more pressure also coming out from Vanor, who has already shown what he can do with the split push. If that gets even worse, how are you going to start holding them? So we do expect a response from Velia, but he's not going to make it in time. He notes it himself as well. He's on his way back to base, maybe try to catch a mid wave. But this is not, as a Los Ratones fan, the way you want to see this game swing. Even if you give that away, it's not that big of a difference. And the Baron buff, of course, is temporary. So as long that the Hangry Knights cannot instantly end the game with this Baron buff, you are still in it to win it. But you have to play it really carefully, play the turtle stance, and make sure you can defend your base. But it looks like the Los Ratones have a different plan if they're starting a fight on the bot lane.
They're going aggressively for Rabble again. Start focusing the jungle. It worked for him last time. Flash away goes the Nocturne. The Nami wave can't connect. Jeskla gonna get stunned. Flash in from Baus for the double. They're gonna find this Corki at least. Shut down for the Jax, looking to hunt for Random, but turns back as check out the mid lane. Once again, it's Vanor on the split.
Vanor is only going to be held by Crowny. He is there on his own, and I don't know if the solo Lucian's gonna be enough if we're gonna be fighting on the river.
Velia Been caught now, but can he survive? Nemesis come around the corner. Not much damage, actually. The Zinjao weathers it pretty well, but Rabble, is he the one caught out? He's gone for the engage, but now comes the turnaround for Los Ratones. 50 seconds on the Hextech, 48 on the jungler for Kaufland. This is going to be very tight, Sim. Wisdom as well, trying to get to safety, but Nemesis, he's having none of it. The CC chain comes in and Crowny picks it up.
Also some strange decision-making coming out from the Hangry Knights, because we do see Venor in the end teleport towards the fight, but everyone is kiting back Dragon. There's no real way for Hangry Knights to start contesting this Dragon now.
Yeah, I mean, my bad, I guess. That's my fault. I did not foresee this one, folks, but there it is. Hextech Soul.
Basically already in the middle of the enemy team, so it will still make for a difficult situation.
Engage onto Crowny once again. Here come the shields, and he's pushed into the resurrection already. Now Los Ratones need to buy him some space. They're onto Jester. They've got one kill. Rabble abandoned. Crowny is now free and clear. No one else can contest him. Venor's on the split, but Baus is already watching. He's backing, maybe looking for a TP into mid lane. Nemesis has found another catch onto Wisdom, and LR turned back to find more kills. Random is chilling in the mid lane, trying to cut the wave. Los Ratones hunting Kaufland members.
But the expectation here was that Crowny would not be able to survive after Reckless also would have died. But that didn't happen. Like, the instant wombo combo went on the AD carry that actually still has a Guardian Angel, so it doesn't really make that big of a difference.
Venor now caught out. Baus and Nemesis with the stun. A knockback stops the combo. He leaps to safety. But this is just inevitable. Baus with the rocket belt picks him up with that.
Apparently, if there are enough players around him that can keep him safe, even when Rebel is diving him, it shouldn't be that big of a difficulty. Oh, well, maybe the Hangry Knights are even giving it over.
Oh, tags Wisdom, and that Blitzcrank got nowhere to go. Absolutely free and easy for Crowny, so that extra pick threat has been taken off the board. It's all up to Nocturne Orianna now, and Los Ratones smelling blood in the river. Baron is a possibility. They're going for Baus instead. It's the AP Jax, remember, trying to get back to safety of his team. Leap strikes in. Velia coming in to take over frontline duties. And Crowny is on a rampage. Again, the play from KHK. It's desperate onto the split laner, and they can't even find that. A flash away from Orianna. Velia hunting for even more with Reckless in the back pocket as Nemesis isolates the Gnar. Crowny doesn't even have to do anything in the rest of this fight. LR are marching down the mid lane.
You can't even blame the Hangry Knights to go for this initial play, because you do see a player on its own. You have the feeling that you can basically blow him to bits, just like what Velia is going to do to Random here, who is still on the run, hoping to find safety, but there was no safety to be found. But if you take out Baus there, you do set yourself up for a better situation. It's just that the entire Avengers is being called up once again by Los Ratones, and when it's a 5v5, it looks to be the end of the game as well.
That's gonna be it. They've got everyone in the base. The Knights, they came in so hangry tonight, but it is no ratatouille for them tonight. Not for Kaufland. Los Ratones white knuckle it through a 2-1 slogfest and reach the temporary sanctuary of the knockouts.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.